Hey guys, welcome to the channel Marzu Digital Learning and welcome to the Hindu newspaper analysis in Manipuri. Ngasi December date 11 Saturday numit ki newspaper analyze tawba horasi. Ahan topics di Prime Minister moods social media cryptocurrencies norm. Modi addresses summit for democracy convened by Biden. Joe Biden America gi president summit for democracy haina summit ama pangthoi du dai khogi Prime Minister Narendra Modi shu virtual summit tu da yaweba virtual summit chi summit for democracy che dam man hai Prime Minister Narendra Modi na hai different parts of the world have followed different parts of democratic development different parts of the world gi different democratic development season there is much we can learn from each other. We all need to constantly improve our democratic practice and system. Aikoina aphaba democracy se amadagi amada tammaga fazna aikoigi democracy se improve and practice tawgadabaneba maina hairami. Mr. Modi said India is the largest democracy in the world and has 2,500-year-old democratic tradition. India na khwaidagi world gi oina khwaidagi largest democracy ni 2,500 years old democratic tradition ne. He proposed to share India's democratic experience through digital solution. Digital solutions ga tawraga ikhoigi India gi democracy se India gi democratic se saukhatnaba experience se kamain tawbano do digital solutions sida mana share tawrameba. We must also jointly shape global norm for emerging technologies like social media and cryptocurrencies. Koigi hoji thoraiba emerging technologies se sigi maramda social media cryptocurrencies sigi through the aikoigi democracy se empower tawgadabani sina oiraga aikoigi democracy se nem thaloi haiba. Si hayang ko na magi report to phajana lakani adu kanda important article da yarakani adu do oina tawrasi. Next topic sina Center says no proposal to scrap sedition law. Center na sedition law se scrap tawro hai baneba. Yangasi sedition law se ahan badakarino yangasi sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of the state. Authority of the state ki mayok the speech piba speech tuna maram oiraga aikogi violent tawhanba miyam da adugumba provoke tawhanba yaba speech adugumba oiba taragadi adu sedition da chingeba. Sedition section 124A sedition law se section 124A da yawi whoever by words either spoken or written or by sign or by visible representation or otherwise bring or attempt to bring into hatred or contempt or excite or attempt to excite disaffection towards the government established by law. Government gi mayokta by word or spoken natraga iba natraga sign tauba visible representation oiba aduna aikoigi miyam the hatred sandohan batarabadi adugi attempt to excite disaffection aise kogi just normal criticize tawbuduna taba kogi mingonda provoke tawba yaba adugumba attempt ajubo aikoina sedition law se sida yaramde sedition law da chingeba sedition gi ek se palaga adugi mido phaba yaina chingeba shall be punished with imprisonment of life. Sedition law sida tawraga phagiba mido punishment do imprison of life to with fine natraga imprison with the 3 years with fine natraga na fine khakta lawra tokpasu yaiba. It is non bailable offense ni mase bail lawthokpa yadeba se trial tawringai matamda bail lawthokpa yadeba. Why was this law enacted? Masigi law se kaidoba enacted rino kaidoba same ino British law neba 17th century da ikoi India da lagtringai da Britain da hana British hana semakraba 17th century da maramdi magi king gi mayokta paliba sarkar do gi mayokta wangang da nabagi damakta neba not part of the original IPC aigoi gi original IPC ibase sige part nateba India gi Indian Penal Code ki part nateba. It was introduced in 1970 after Wahhabi revolt. Wahhabi revolt ki matung da 1970 da sigi kano se sedition law se enact tawkibane ba India da introduce tawkibani. The law was famously used in Bal Gangadhar Tilak in 1997 for the first time. Law se Bal Gangadhar Tilak ta 1997 da yam famous oina season akeba law se famous oikibane ba Bal Gangadhar Tilak ta season akibadagi mana koigi sarkar gi mayok ta irubagi damakta le adu matungda atopa freedom fighter mayam da sui Mahatma Gandhi hoy adu mayam amada sui yeba khabar da Mahatma Gandhi na sarkar ge mayokta kitang irubagi damakta challenges to the sedition law in court magi challenges sedition law se India da purakra matung na magi challenges kai kelai. In 1951 the Punjab High Court ruled section 124A to be unconstitutional. Punjab High Court in 1951 the section 124A se unconstitutional ni haina lauthokrabane ba struck down tawkrabane ba. The validity of the provision itself was upheld by the Constitution Bench in 1962. Validity of the provision itself was upheld by the Constitution Bench in 1962. 1962 da koi Constitution Bench na magi hauji sedition law se upheld tawgrabane adu ye ngasi karam case tano Kedarnath Singh versus State of Bihar sigi case da the judgment went into the issue of whether the law on a sedition is consistent with the fundamental right under the Article 19(1) Act, which guarantee each citizen freedom of speech and expression. Sigi judgment se Kedarnath Singh versus State of Bihar sigi judgment sida Article 19A da ikoni Constitution na piriba citizen amagi rights guarantee each citizen freedom of speech and expression se siga ki sedition law siga conflict amalaiba sida Supreme Court na kai hai laid down that citizen has a right to say right about the government gi maram da hai bayai criticism pi bayai comment pi bayai ba as long as it does not incite people into violence. But ngasai criticize tawriba comment tawriba do yai but adugi magi criticize tuna comment tuna ikoi miyam da kaiguma violence tawna bagi provoke am piba taragadi adu oi taragadi against the government established by law adu moi taragadi magi intention do public disorder tokan bagi mayam sida asanti purak bagi oi ba taragadi adugi do sedition law the charge to bayai ba. The judgment upheld the constitutionality of sedition but limited its application to act involving intention or tendency to create disorder or disturbance of law and order or incitement to violence. The judgment sida Supreme Court na constitution di or constitutionality of sedition sidi constitution oheleba abhelta we constitution da but magi power se limited oeba limited application magi application se limit oheli act involving the intention or tendency to create disorder sigumba ek tendency to create disorder public disorder thokan gadaba ek sigumba natragana law disturbance oigadaba sigumba gi violence sing se sidimana apply to baya ba magi law sina but karigumba ikoi just article da iriba mayama sarkar gi mayokta sarkar gi policy gi mayokta iriba mayam se just normal criticizing se sidi sedition da charge to baya roena hayaba. It distinguishes this from very strong speech or the use of vigorous word strongly critical to the government very strong speech natraga aikogi vigorous word oiba yaba strong critical of the government adugumba oi taragadi my charge to bayaba. Mathangi case sina Balwant Singh versus State of Punjab 1995. This case was regarding raising of slogan by three men after the former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated. Former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi assassinated ma buhat kra matungda mi ama ani na tawraga mi ahum hairone asina tawraga iko slogan ama hayaba slogan se kogi Khalistan Jindabad hena laurame mi anium khagna sigi case da sedition law se palaga phare ba moibu adu matamda Supreme Court na hai causing rising of the slogan casual rising of the slogan se kaimna te once or twice of people mi ama ani na laubani magi slogan se kaim kaide maramdi magi slogan duna hatred sandokpa nate ba disaffection by the government government ge mayokta ikoi hatred sandokpa nate ba magi pen da badu laubani government ge mayokta hatred sandokpa nate violent thokan manate ba aduna magi hojiki case se sedition da panba yaroena hayaba. Thus independent India ni the British era sedition law aikoi hoji ki independent India se da British ki matam gi sedition law se darkar taribra hairagadi right activist na sai hairami the law has been used to suppress dissent in India particularly against marginalized community and minorities. Right activist na haiko sigi law se sinai ko gi against the marginalized community and minorities se the suppress tawena almost every government has used is against dissent factors, but every government as is only particular government ama khaktana use tawbana te ba sigi law se every government use taweba 2000 for example sida 2012-13 the sedition law se pali kana thousand of people protesting against Kulam nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu sigi mayokta thousand of people mayamamna protest tawa matamda sigi case se palakanda mi thousand of people mayamama sedition law se palak phayaba in past 2-3 years more than 10,000 tribal farmers in Jharkhand 10,000 farmers ko sidagi he nasu sedition law se palaga phayaba magi kanagi mayokta lepagi moina ekoi development project ni haina mining gumba tawba mayam se opposing land acquisition of land sigi mayokta lepu bagini ba development project sigi mayokta hundreds of cases of sedition against NTCA protester in Uttar Pradesh and other some state the hundred of cases of sedition against NTCA protester gi mayokta cases mayam ma layeba sedition law gi kano palaga sedition law se palaga court view sedition as serious offense making it harder for the accused to secure bail even if book only for the speech offense court na kai dawrai ko gi sedition law se yamna serious offense ki oina thambane ba aduna sedition law da palak pase bail phangde any if mana saireng am irubagi oirasu mana mate article mate ama offense speech article mate am irubagi oiragasu magi law se yamna serious oina magi serious offense ni haina khangnayeba the process of long drawn trial then become the punishment sigi kano sidadi law se sedition law se magi trial process sisu punishment ga chamane ba trial process yam tapi low conviction rate magi low conviction rate ti kaino phari ba mai mayam ga duga oirami ba conviction oirami ba mi mayam siga kyam yam khena banwadi the number of sedition cases nearly double between 2015 and 2018 according to the NCRB data mantungina 2015 ya 2018 ya marak se sidana khwaidi hena sedition cases se double oin hengaleba between 2015 and 2018 332 people were arrested under the sedition provisions but only 7 were convicted sidhai se only 332 people phaba kanda sedition se sigi sedition gi charge se sigi matungina phaba matamda only sida mi gi chahum ga kunthani thoi sida only mi taret khakta convicted oirame moina proof to bangam me ba sisina ikoi ge sarkar ge mayokta violent adugumba ek ama tawbagi tawrami hena adugumba proof to bangam ma se only mi taret khakta ngame ba atopa mayam sidi loinamak normal speech ngakta oirame ba lawyers point out that the problem is not the conviction but opposition to the government is termed anti-national, making it easier for the police to make arrests citing any protest as a threat to national security. Lawyers na hairame ba ma sigi problem se conviction se nate na ma phagiba conviction se nate conviction oirakpa se nate ba ma wo pharaga jail da thambado adu nate ba sigi problem se but opposition to the government is termed as anti-national. Government gi opposition da bu nganga ba ko ma se offense akan ba tawgera speech kan gera ka loye kitang bu opposition da nganga ba adu ki mi do kai hana hainai anti-national ni hainai ba government make it easier for the police to make arrest na police ta yamna easy oi ba phaba kanda aduna police na government na wo kitang simis na ama akhoi ge mayok ta ngange haradi policing sin ekta anti-national hara phabi dune ba any protest is the threat of national security kai ginoi di any protest ama hekta akhoi ge farm law ge protest oiro CA ge protest oiro protesters sing de bo hekta anti-national ni haina national security the threat oir ni haina ekta phajale ba adu problem duni adu phara kana kamain toy jail da thamani jail da phatham badu da khara mana mayam si ijati mangi ne ba phagare police na phagare na CA ge mayukta adu ge mayukta lepu ge natraga na atopa normal speech am da phagi bage anti-national na khangna dorame ba mawo pharani matam su myam mangani heng thadora kani tha mari manga tara leira thadora kane ba adu da magi matam su magi ijat su loina mange ba adu ne ba problem se main problem se relevance of sedition. Individual autonomy is the foundation of the freedom. Freedom of speech extend to which the state can regulate individual conduct. The Constitution of India prescribe reasonable restriction in Article 19 interest of the sovereignty, interest of the integrity in India of India, the security of state, friendly relation with foreign state, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, defamation or incitement of to any offense. Freedom aikogi relevance of sedition law sina sigi maram da aikoi freedom of speech and expression che 19 article 19 to the yawbase sisida restriction mayam ama laeba aikogi freedom of speech haraga aikoina wangang matamda aikogi state ki sovereignty integrity sokadabo eragadi adugi do sedition da panba yai haire security of state friend relation with foreign state si sokadabo erba security do state security of state sokadabo erba morality aduguma mayam se restriction neba. Sedition law helps the government to curb secessionist movement and other anti-national propaganda. Sedition law sina koi government help tawi secessionist mayam ama si movement and anti-national propaganda taseng namak secessionist oiba taseng nama anti-national oiba propaganda aduguma anti-national propaganda sandokpa adu singdubudi government na sedition law se pala phabada kaimta government gi oina mating taweba only sida government na lana seasonary sina 90% and achumbada sida achumba orisina only 10% wa oida ba yaeba gyan tarni ko aduna union law minister Kiren Rijiju on Friday told the Lok Sabha that the Ministry of Home Affairs had no proposal under consideration to scrap section 124A. Section 124A se scrap tobagi kaimta laiteba of the Indian Penal Code that deals with sedition gi law se aduna scrap tobase government na yadeba. Next topic tarasi. Supreme Court to hear Mulla Periyar case on December 15. December 15 the Mulla Periyar case se Mulla Periyar se Idukki river da laiba Idukki district da laiba damni Kerala da Tamil Nadu na operate tauba dam neba 126 years uraba damni sigi dam se koi Kerala and Tamil Nadu se conflict thoga lairaba dam neba maramdi Kerala da laiba damni aduna Kerala se Kerala gi downstream da laiba area mayam ama sina drought flood thokaleba adugi maramna Kerala Tamil Nadu na operate tawbanin Tamil Nadu da sigi dam sigi maintenance tawu aduga fazana recovery tawaina haibaneba adu Kerala Tamil Nadu na thawisa sadaba sida ma Supreme Court ta case se tawbani aduna Supreme Court na date 15 da sigi December gi laiba date 15 sida sigi case sigi hearing oigani haiba Mulla Periyar dam sigi maramdi yangasi Mulla Periyar Dam GS Paper 1 Water Resources GS Paper 3 Disaster Management Infrastructure C topic siga mari lainai. Recently the Supreme Court directed to Tamil Nadu to maintain the water level of the Mulla Periyar Dam sidikhangani about for Kerala where it is situated a dam present threat to the lakh of people living downstream. Kerala gi oina sigi dam se Kerala da situated taweba aduna magi downstream da laiba lakh of people mayam ama sina threat oheli. Reason for dispute: due to heavy rain water flow increase in dam, the excess water can flow through downstream Idukki reservoir which can lead to flood. Magi dispute ki reason ni Tamil Nadu and Kerala dispute Kerala reason se magi dispute karino maram di heavy rain mayam ama tarpakan heavy rain toba matamda magi dam gi flow se increase tawi aduna Idukki reservoir se da ising hengalakane ba ising flow se sai hengalakpadagi Kerala gi downstream da lairiba area mayam do flood torpa yaiba. The Supreme Court in 2018 agreed the water level in Mulla Periyar reservoir should be maintained 2 or 3 feet below the permissible limit of 142 feet as an immediate precaution to guard against flood or other disaster. Mulla Periyar reservoir gi magi permissible limit se 142 feet neba magi permissible limit se singi but sigi 142 limit se yaudringai da 2-3 feet khak walingai matamda lairingai matamda sigi reservoir se Kerala Tamil Nadu da haibaneba magi precaution lokhat pi oina si yorpa matamda Supreme Court na maram dis hena yaukhala 142 feet se dai yorok pataragadi matam athuba matam da flood and atopa disaster mayam am oirakane na disaster se oidringai da precaution se lakhuna bhai baneba. The dam is located on the confluence of Mulla Periyar and Mullayar and Periyar river in Kerala Idukki district. Dam se confluence of Mullayar and Periyar river siga marakta layaba. It is operated and maintained by Tamil Nadu for meeting the drinking water and irrigation requirement of the 5 of its southern state. It operated and maintained by the Tamil Nadu na operate tawi maramdi sidagi 5 of southern magi southern state sigi 5 of area se sigi ising dagi mulla periyar dam se sigi ising sina irrigation and drinking oina season abneba. According to the 999-year lease of agreement made during the British rule, the operation right was handed to Tamil Nadu. 999-year lease agreement sigi matungina British rule na Tamil Nadu da sigi operation se piramaneva British na palinge matamda. Periyar river se kai dalai. It is the longest river of Kerala. Kerala dalai Kerala gi khwaidagi longest river ni Periyar sina. Also as the lifeline of Kerala it is originated from the Sivagiri hills of the Western Ghat in Tamil Nadu and flow through the Periyar National Park. Sidalaire Periyar River and Sidalaire Mulla Periyar Dam se. Next topic Muktaurasi. Next topic sina center looking to use stubble as biofuel. Stubbles burning stubble se sai burn to bai mahuta biofuel oina tawbana phanena center na stubble se oina biofuel oina season na bagi adugi strategy putora kadare. The union government is working on the plan to use stubble as a biofuel and manure as a part of the effort to deal with stubble burning that was often stubble burning se siga deal tawna bagi damukta stubble burning se stubble se burn to bai mahuta biofuel in a season of Bataragadi, Houses in northern India, the pollution, Tauriba Sidagi, stable dagi only 5-6% Katanga Obaneva, stable Sidagi, Ekitang Taragadi, Pania and stable burning se sea carp Taunabay, the Makta biofuel and Putokna Bahina, Centerna Sigi, Paikaleva Planama. Stable burning kaino magi, stable burning solution kaino biofuel sina kaino yangasi. Stable burning GS paper 2, GS paper 3, environment policy, government policies and intervention environment siga marilay na ba topic ni. Stable burning is the act of setting fire to crops residue to remove them from the field to sow the next crop. Next crop thana bai damakta hanagi lehoba crop residue mayam do lawthokna bai damakta stable burning se tawbaneba. Atupa method mayam ama sulai but farmer gi oina stable burning se hana dagi tawrokpane na hojik su sum taweba. Atupa method sing sina kha tangba natragana matam kuina changba adugom oibagi. In order to plant next winter crop, rabi crops, farmer in Haryana and Punjab have to remove in a very short interval, and if they are late due to the short winter this year, they might face considerable losses. Therefore, burning is the cheapest and fastest way to get rid of the stubble. Matangi crop se next winter crop se rabi crop se thana bagi damuta farmers sing na ayamana mafam se Haryana and Punjab to oi magi short interval time the magi stubble se lawthoka dabne ba adugi maram na ekhoi sisi farmer na khwaidagi cheapest way and fastest way se stubble burning si oeba kaiguma matam chana adugi poto lawtho daba taragadi farmer da su loss mya moigani matam chana pochai thabanga mahoro and matam chana harvest toba yaroeba aduna production da wala kaneba. If stubble is left in the field, pests like termites may attack the upcoming crops. Stubble do lehoba taragadi field da laiba crops upcoming crops da adagi lairapa tin mayam duna laiba crops sing sida attack torok yaiba aduna production yam tawda bayai. The precarious economic condition of the farmer doesn't allow them to use the expensive mechanized method to remove stubble. Stubble remove tawna atopa method machine method laiba adugi method to farmer sing na use tawba ngamdeba magi expensive oyam oiba aduna. Causes of the stubble burning se karigi magi causes kaino stubble burning ki causes kaino. Technology. The problem arises due to the use of mechanized harvesting which leaves several inches of stubble in the field. Ahan bada technology na ikoi harvest tora matung da stubble inches mayam ama lehogane inches of stubble mayam ama field lehogane me sang na adugi stubble do lehobadagi kai dore hana di adugi stubble duna lawthoga ikoi farmer sine cook tawbada season and track animal warm tawna bai damakta mai thagalaga season eba yumgi ona season eba but hojiki stubble se out the adugi season aba da yum the season aba animals ki oina season aba se outdated oira season adreba. Effect of stubble burning ki effect kaino pollution. Open stubble burning emit large amount of toxic pollutant in the atmosphere which contain harmful gases like methane, carbon monoxide, volatile organic compound and carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons si mayam se ikoi ki harmful gases mayam se yawe bai kaino matamda stubble burn tawba matamda stubble burn sigi magi maikhut se sina atmosphere da tingra matung da sigum harmful gases mayam se poeba sigi harmful gases mayam sina ikoi gi human health and animal health mayam ma effect lai human health ta for example lungs aduga lung cancer gi sigum bagi risk hengaleba soil fertility and stable burning sina soil fertility se manghaleba soil gi nutrients mayam ma manghaleba aduga mafam do less fertile oheli heat penetrating mafam do aduga heat generated by the stubble burning penetrate into the soil the moisture wal haleba aduga useful microbes mayam ama su hatu haleba gyan tarni ko pusa decomposer sagi stubble burning se sigi mahuta topa upay maharga di pusa decomposer na decompose tauna bagi damakta GS paper 3 environmental pollution intervention siga chamane ahambeduga pusa decomposer sina kaino decomposer are in the form of capsule made by the extracting fungi strain that help the paddy straw to decompose at the much faster than usual pusa decomposer se paddy straw sing se sidamana capsule matungda spray tawra matungda paddy strain se patha laga adugi sumaina ma decompose ta hola kanda lawthoki gadabane ma se capsule ki form da lai the fungi help to produce essential enzyme for the degradation process fungi nga sai fungi singduna enzyme se essential enzyme for the degradation process degradation se si tawna patha na ba pumtha na ba sigi fungi sina essential enzyme do pi ba decomposer mixture the combiner mixed auraga tauni habadi it involves making a liquid formation using decomposer capsule and fermenting over 8 to 10 days and spraying the mixture on field with crop stubble to ensure speedy biodecomposition of stubble liquid formation sem gada baneba mai capsule se thadarani adugi matungda 8 to days tingani adugi matungda stubble sta chai gada baneba farmers sing sina kai dawni 25 liter da 4 capsule thada ba yaiba 25 liter mixture da 4 capsule thada gani and jaggery and chickpea floats su thada ganeba adugi matungda mixture se sema matam da 25 liter sina 1 hectare of land se kapa yaiba time to decompose sigi capsule matungda decompose taw badam matam kyam changi hardi 20 days sange ba degradation process to be completed adu kaigumba pedi ju yamna anu boy bataraga di 45 days muk change ba it does not give enough time for farmers to prepare field for wheat crops on time magi benefits kaino the decomposer improve fertility and productivity of the soil as stubble work as the manure and compost of the crops and lesser fertilizer consumption in the require in the future decomposer sina aikogi soil fertility hengat hali soil fertility hengat pataragadi mathangda farmers singna fertilizer yam kana season adraga su yareba soil poche phana bai damakta the soil will maintain moisture and fertility soil na aikogi mafam se moisture and fertility pini it is an effective and efficient and effective cheaper doable and practical technique to stop stubble burning se cheaper way neba farmer gi oina atunga sagi machine du dagi su hena cheap oiba cheaper way amane basine hena it is the eco-friendly and environmentally useful technology and will contribute to achieve Swachh Bharat mission si eco-friendly neba season of eco-friendly environmental so yam soktaba pot amani sina aikogi Swachh Bharat mission haina adu da su mateng pange ba adugi mission do adu su achieve to kanda sina mateng pange ba gyan tarning ko next sina biofuels saigi biofuels and season ani ha bane ba kan stable burn to way mahuta biofuel in season ni hani biofuel se kaino GS paper 3 growth and development conservation environmental pollution and degradation siga mari leinai what are biofuels edi kaino any hydrocarbon fuels that is produced from the organic matter dagi puthokpa for a living or once living material oiramba in a short period of time days week or even month is considered to be biofuel makoi dagi sema poto biofuel aina khangneba biofuel may be solid liquid or gases in nature biofuel se solid obi liquid obi gases obi magi nature se solid tana kai kaino wood dry plant materials and manure si mayam se solid ni liquid tana bioethanol and biodiesel se liquid and gases tana biogas in there can be used to replace or can be used in addition to diesel ma se diesel will replace to sidikha kuina changani but addition sidi yamna kuina changoi ba addition to boya be diesel ga petrol ga or other fossil fuel me am ga transportation da stationary portable or other application me am the season na ba Also they can be used to generate heat and electricity. Makoina heat su small amount hai tare hojik pudi and electricity su puthok pa yai ba. Some of the main reason for shifting to biofuels are the rising price of oil, emission of the greenhouse gases from fossil fuels, and the interest for obtaining fuel from the agriculture crops for the benefit of farmers. अखोना बायोगैस द शिफ्ट तौरीसी बायोफ्यूल्स द शिफ्ट तौरीगी मरम कइनो राइजिंग प्राइस ऑफ द ऑयल की ममल हेंगलपगी ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट अखोई फॉसिल फ्यूल सिजनरगा ऑयल पुथोपम मतम द ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट मयाम अमा थोए अदुना फॉसिल फ्यूल से सिजनदनबा ग्रीन हाउस में गैसेस से नेमथनबई दमकता सिगे बायोफ्यूल से सिदा होंगकपनेबा एंड बायोफ्यूल्स सिदे अखोई एग्रीकल्चरल क्रॉप्स तगी पुथोगदबने अदुना सिना फार्मर दसो अखोई लोकल फार्मर्स हाई तारा अखोई इंडियन फार्मर्स सो benefit oigane ba adugi maram na biofuels transport orak pane advantage of biofuels ke advantage kai keno availability biofuels are produced from biomass and thus are renewable ma se renewable ni aduga biomass tagi puthok pane ba aduna ma se renewable ne ba sources material whereas oil is limited resources that come from the specific material oil sidi limited resources ne ba aduga specific materials khara khakta gi lak pane ba bio kano se oil se biofuels can be manufactured from a wide range of material including crop wood, manure and other byproducts. Biofuels ina aikogi product ma puthokna product mayam ama lay crop wood, manure and other byproduct mayam ama magi material se but oil sidi aikogi limited oil resource ne khani lairaga thau loirani thau lairaroi environment pollution sina environment pollution thokaleba environment pollution se curb taweba maramdi biofuel does not release any as much as carbon as fossil fuel gi adumaina large quantity of carbon se biofuel sina kano puthokte ba but fertilizer that are used to growing biofuels lead to the greenhouse emission but biofuels haraga aikoina crops hauba matamda crops sigi residue mayam do biofuel season rakadamne ba adugi crops sindu thaba matamda pot phana bagi dam season ba fertilizer mayam duna the greenhouse emission puthoeba greenhouse emissions yam small amount ne ba also biofuels can help in managing the municipal solid waste that is waste can be converted into biofuel aduga biofuels ina aiko municipal gi solid waste se biofuel na season ab suya ba aduna biofuel se aiko gi waste sindo convert to ba biofuel sida aduna environmental pollution se kitang sina curb to ba mateng pange ba next ina security biofuels can be produced locally which decrease the nation dependence upon foreign energy biofuels se ko locally puthok pa ya ba India da aduna nation atopa foreign energy da depend to ba se wala ani by reducing dependency on foreign fuel sources country can protect the integrity of their energy resources and can make them safe from outside influence economic stimulation biofuels are produced locally. Biofuels manufacturing plant can employ hundreds or thousands of workers, creating new jobs in rural area. Biofueling production will also increase the demand of such suitable biofuel crops, providing economic stimulation to the agriculture industry. By economic stimulation, biofuels sina aikogi local dagi puthokpa taragadi sina aikogi local people mayam ama job phanganeba. Creating jobs in the rural area da aikogi rural people mayam ama job phangani aduga increase the demand and sustainable for biofuel crops ki demand mayam ama la ani aduna aikogi agriculture industry da su hena chawkhatpa la ane ba chawkhatpa purakane ba biofuel se season ba taragadi magi disadvantage na karino efficiency fossil fuel produce more energy than some of the biofuels. Example, 1 gallon of ethanol produce less energy as compared to the 1 gallon of gasoline. Fossil fuel na 1 gallon siga and 1 gallon of ethanol siga energy se 1 gallon of gasoline fossil fuel sine hena puthoeba compared to wamatamda. Cost pumping fossil fuel from the ground is difficult and expensive process leading to high cost. Sida ikona khange ko ground dagi fossil fuel se singkhatpa matam da high cost oiba production of biofuels require land but production of biofuels di land apakwa me am land ama mathau tarakani aduna land dolaiba matam da dugi cost me ama lakani and biodiversity soglakani aba koi farmer sing na commercially adugi crops thagi dana chaninga thakninga koi gi food crops sing thauda bataragadi hayang food shortage to oirakane ba water use Massive quantities of water are required for proper irrigation of biofuels crop. Biofuel crops se thana bai ki damakta massive quantities of water darkar tarakani, and local and regional water resources mayam ama su walak pa yai beduna water resources ta koi gi mi gi season nadana ba mi gi season nana ba lehauda ba su yai ba sida season akibeda biofuel crop se thana ba season akibeda gyan tarni ko matang sida aigi article se loisanjarage. अगी वीडियो सिना मयामदा नॉलेज कितंग हिंगल हला बदे अगी वीडियो सिबु सपोर्ट ऑफ बोना लाइक सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर टू व्यू थैंक यू.